today we are going to handle two areas. Okay, one is the in the Python. You could able to hear me, right?
Yes, yes, it's clear.
In the Python, today we are going to cover there are keywords is there, as well as the data types is there, as well as the
Mhm.
variables is there. These three we are going to cover in the today topic. Since why we are discussing this one is these are the very
Mhm.
basic thing for any Python programming, not only for Python
Okay.
programming, for understanding the for so how to relate between the automation framework as well as the testing as well as for programming. Okay, so
Mhm. Mhm.
so I am going through the document. We'll go step by step. So already we have
Okay.
gone through the PyCharm features and all. So already in the previous
Yes,
classes
yes.
we gone through. Okay, this and all we already. I'll share this document by today. Okay.
Mhm.
So these and all, what are the advantages of PyCharm? What is the IDE? There are a number of features. You need to slowly observe all the features. Okay. So
Okay.
if you get a chance, you go to the go to the document. So we will be if any doubts we will discuss. Okay. So basically
Okay,
these
sir.
are things built-in developer tools. There are heavy. It is having heavy amount of developer tools. Web development we
Mhm.
can do, scientific tools as well as the cross-platform. Any platform we can do. Okay, that is a
Mhm.
major thing of PyCharm. So
Okay.
like okay, we are going with the Python. Okay, I
Mhm.
will also parallelly execute and see show you. Okay, in Python there is called keywords is there false, none, true, and as these are very important keywords. Okay,
Okay.
await, break. So when we will use this based upon the programming, whichever we are based on the requirements we are developing, right? Suppose we want to break
Okay.
something program, we can use break. We want to do asset we already saw, right? That asset
Yeah,
is
yeah.
true or false. The asset true, like that, true or is a boolean, and else if for global is for variables, for import some packages or something. Lambda is there, not or pass. Okay, how to get the keyword I will show you. Okay, so
Okay. Okay.
we are going to today we are plan for three exercises. Okay, I will execute and show you. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
so
Okay.
I've created a separate Python program. Okay, so
Mhm. Mhm.
anyway, I'll share the document. You can also execute and see. Suppose
Okay.
you want to see the what are the available inbuilt keywords in the Python. So version
Okay.
based on the stable version. Suppose you want to see means
Okay.
you need to write the code import keyword and print keyword dot kw list. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
I am running this program. Okay, I am running this program. Wait and see. So it is displaying, see here, false, none, true. These are the inbuilt keyword. They should not, we should not use this keyword for our customized programming, where it
Okay.
won't that compiler it won't accept. So these are inbuilt
Mhm.
keywords predominantly defined for Python programming. So you should be very
Okay.
careful. Like
Mhm.
continue, class, these are inbuilt keywords. Okay, so
Okay.
we need to follow this format. Import keyword and suppose if you get a chance down the line by today or sometime. Okay, open
Okay.
a separate window in the PyCharm and do a
Mhm.
program. I'll share this code. Okay, so you
Okay.
got it right? You understand, right?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, understood.
Yes. Okay. So these are the keywords. So we should not use the keywords for custom defined for our own definition of the code. If in the test script and all our custom definition, we should use for
Okay.
verification validation. Okay, we can
Mhm.
reuse in
Mhm.
the our code in the Python programming. It can be a web application or automation programming or anything. Okay, so these are the keywords.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Mhm.
So next, do you have any doubts?
No, sir. No, sir.
So when you find time, just do create a small Python programming, do import keyword
Mhm.
and print the keyword, and you need to tell mandatory print keyword dot kw
Yeah.
list. Okay, then only it will
List.
display.
Okay.
Okay. Hmm?
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
these are very important since we are since your project is related to data manipulation and data analysis. These keywords will be very important. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next we are moving to data types. Okay. So what are the data types? Normally, the Python is a very improved programming. Okay, we call
Mm-hmm.
as a Python is a dynamically typed programming language. Why we are saying is, see, like
Mm-hmm.
this, I'll tell step by step. Okay, if you are
Okay.
defining x equal to 100, but
Uh-huh.
in Python it will immediately understand this is the value, this is the value, right? So this is a variable,
Okay.
you got it, right? X is a variable. So it will
Mm-hmm.
immediately internally it will what it will do is it will understand this one, it will convert, it will consider this variable as a, can you tell what it will consider?
Uh, it's a
So
variable.
no, no, x is equal to 100. You
Uh,
know what is a data type, right? So if you, no, I will tell after your answer. Okay. If x is
mhm.
equal to 100, if you define, what internally
Okay.
the compiler or Python compiler will understand if you define while execute a program. Can you tell?
It will consider as the x value equal to x value equal to 100.
No, that is understand. What is the data type?
This is integer.
Correct. Okay. So here we are not mentioning as in the Java programming and all C++ or Java or any other programming. Okay, that those also OOPS concept or something or
Yeah, yeah.
next level of programming. So so there we need to specifically independently tell that it is a integer or string
Yeah, yeah.
or here there is no
Yeah,
need.
that
That is
okay.
the
The
better
data type need to
like
mention. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
here we can explicitly tell or implicitly no need to tell also. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if you
Mm-hmm.
define x equal to 100, what the
Mm-hmm.
like Python will understand, it will understand that this is this value is an integer. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so this is the very important like since we need to understand the core concept, what is the data type, what is a variable, then only we can able to like play in the programming. Okay, so
Okay. Okay.
I will come
Okay.
back to the data type in some time. Okay, like
Okay, sir.
since a variable, we know what is a variable, right? Variable is a container which can
Yeah.
hold the data.
Yeah. Which holds the data.
Okay,
Yes. Yes.
so we need to understand that one. Since if you have complex reports and all the data, we need to suppose you want to manipulate and see all
Mm-hmm.
the data we need to have in a variable for manipulation, for analysis also, or anything also. Okay,
Okay.
so we
Okay.
need to define such a variable. So if you define x equal to 100 means what Python will allocate memory to this variable. Python will allocate the memory to this variable. Okay, you understand, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Instantly it
Yeah.
will allocate memory. Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
In Python, we no need to specify any data type. It is we can also explicitly tell, but
Okay.
dynamically, suppose you're designing dynamically, no need to tell the explicitly that it is a data type. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
since Python is a dynamically, we need to see this is one of the very important thing. Okay, no other language support this type of since why it is very important data science or data analytics or artificial intelligence. So this is the main feature. Python is a dynamically typed programming language. This is a very intriguing also. Okay, suppose
Okay.
they will ask future, suppose after 1 or 2 years you will be going, suppose you would tell you have worked in Python programming language, so suppose they will ask what is the difference between Python and Java. In specifically, if you want to tell me, you need to highlight this one. Python is a
Okay.
dynamically
Okay.
typed programming language. Since the
Uh-huh.
it will be dynamically changing, we can change the data type from one type to other type in the lines of next lines of code. Okay,
Okay.
that is
Okay.
so it is very very. So this is this feature is used is available only in Python, not in Java also. If in Java,
Okay.
if
Okay.
we somewhere define as a one variables integer or like now integer or string or varchar or character or something,
Mm-hmm.
change dynamically that data type of the particular variable in the like next future line of code. But here the
Okay.
option is there in Python. That is a very important thing. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So if you define no other programming language the support the like dynamically typed programming language. Only Python supports it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Suppose if you define x equal to 100, by default Python considers the data type as an integer. What will do
Mm-hmm.
the interpreter? The internally what will do? It will just verify and it will know that internally since the libraries or internally it will be interacting, right? Those whichever we are user front end code will be right, whichever writing will be like
Uh-huh.
interpreter. There is no compiler. It is only interpreter is there. It will immediately interpret and it will understand Python. Understand.
Okay.
It is a like it is an integer. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Suppose
Uh-huh.
suppose we define s. So here we are not mentioning string or something. We are see we are directly mentioning s equal to welcome. Here
Mhm.
what it will understand, Python will understand is it is a string. Okay, got it right.
Yeah, yeah, got it, got it.
So these are very 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 fundamental things. If we need to very clear these concepts, then only we'll be in a position to like suppose if you develop automation testing or any programming language using the Python. Since the data types, data suppose down the line we'll be going for data structures, right? For array, like data structures, many things are there. Libraries are there, reusing the
Mhm.
code and all. So these are all very important. So we need to handle these type of things. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Suppose Java or other language don't support this type of things. Okay. Suppose
Mhm.
if you suppose you look these lines of code. Suppose you are initially declaring x equal to 100, s equal to
Mhm.
welcome. Okay. So this is an integer. This is a string. Okay. This is an
Okay,
integer.
sir.
This is a string. Python understands. But immediately in the third line, what we are doing is we are telling x equal to welcome. Now it will be considering. Python will immediately consider this variable as a what it will consider string. Okay, you got it right.
Okay. Yeah, got it, got it, got it.
Here it is a integer. Now we are giving the value as a welcome. So immediately the Python, here we are not saying it's a string or integer or something. So it is so that
Okay.
only it is a dynamically typed programming language, Python. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. So like coming back to the data types, okay, these even though we are not telling the explicitly the data types, but internally these are the common data types in the Python. Like text type
Okay.
is string is there, numerical types of integer is there, float. You know what is a float, right? With the decimal, it is
Yes,
called as a
yes, yes.
float. Float, okay.
Yes.
And sequence type list, list and all we will be using for the array, like data structures and all. Um, uh, in your project, they are going to use pandas or they told something.
Yeah, yeah. They told something like pandas library where mostly we are reusing like that. They told.
Any team is using or they now only they are going to
No,
use
no, no.
pandas.
I assisting other teams are using, sir. Other teams are
Using
using.
right.
Okay. Yeah.
Pandas is nothing but it is it is now only some 2 to 3 years only stable version came. Okay, now the next release came 2018. Some stable release came for pandas. So it is mainly used for it is for program like analysis as well as for manipulation. For suppose you are
Okay.
based on your project also it is a type of manipulation project as well as for analysis only you are predominantly using, right? So probably they will be
Hmm.
accommodating pandas since
Hmm.
it is having it is developed only from the Python language only pandas. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So probably down the line after finishing this Python program, you need to explore that also pandas and suppose I need some time. It will take 1 week. After 1 week, suppose
Okay, sir. Sure, sure.
we can
Okay, no
since
issues.
and I will tell how to. It is also type of you can able to use from the PyTest also. Okay, but
Okay.
not in
Okay.
the
Okay.
PyCharm. From PyCharm we can use.
Uh-huh.
Okay, down the line we will able to see. Suppose how to interact the data, how to manipulate the data, how to analyze the data. Since it is a type of manipulation as well as for it is for data manipulation as well as analysis. Since you are investment banking or credit the other domains you are using, right? So banking
Yeah.
normally based on your analysis you need to do more amount of analysis. So based upon since it can compare any flat file also like JSON or any other flat file like CSV or something. So since I think your project will be need more amount of data analysis using the flat files or JSON or any other type of files. So down the line we will be exploring and I will if I will just explore and tell you practically how to export use the pandas. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So these are the data types. So string, integer, float. So text is a string and numeric we have int, float. These are the data types available in the uh, Python. Okay.
Okay.
So we have set also is a set is that is used for data structures we can use. Boolean is there either true or false. Mapping type dict is there. So sequence type list and tuple is there. So down the line. Suppose our plan is to complete the Python as well as the Selenium as well as including the pandas by this month. Are you? It is okay, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, sir.
High level of pandas, not very depth, to not to coordinate with the development team and to analyze, understand the code, how they are using the code, how to reuse the code using the pandas. Okay, okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So are you clear with the data types, right?
Yes, yes, understand, sir.
So
Sir,
these are the
just give me
common.
two. Uh,
Yes.
can you just give me 2 minutes, sir? My battery is getting low. So I'm just going to put charger laptop.
Okay.
Just a
I'll
minute, sir.
stop.
One within a minute.
Stop the recording.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. So, so are you clear with the data type? Since why I'm insisting, right? Since data type plays a major role in any programming language, since these are the key, core. Since test scripts and all depends upon the data type only. Okay, test scripts,
Yeah, yeah.
test.
Okay.
So we need to very careful in managing the data type and defining the data type. So there will be standards project standards or coding standards. What type of data
Mm-hmm.
types they even the client will suggest, or project your tech lead will suggest, or you need to come up with a common way of using the data types. Okay, okay, right? Hello, hello, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. You're audible, sir.
Okay, we can move next to variables. Okay,
Okay, okay.
variables is nothing but it is holding the data. So it is
Uh-huh.
nothing but the reversed. It is a reserved memory location to store the values. Okay, variables are
Okay.
used to store the data. Memory will be
Uh-huh.
allocated to the values that are stored in the variables. Okay. Every variable must have some data type. So every variables, as I told in the Python programming, internally, if you tell x equal to 100 or y equal to 10.5, so it will be considered this internally is a float. Okay, this will be an integer.
Okay,
So
okay.
this is a string.
Okay.
I'll show in the programming in the Python. Okay.
Okay.
So here you could able to see the screen, right?
Yes, yes.
So here we are declaring x equal to 100. So it is internally Python is allocating memory saying that this is an integer. So internally it is it is a integer. Okay, of data type. So this is a should be a float. Okay. Okay. So here the thing is in Python, suppose you want to define string, you can declare in two types. Okay. One is you can see this a single quotes or double quotes. Okay, understand, right?
Okay. Oh, yeah, understand.
Where the string can be we can give in a single quotes or in double quotes. Both Python programming understand is a type of string only. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So here, so this is type of boolean. Okay. So here
Mm-hmm.
you are trying to print the data types here. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, right? So this program,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
execute, it will suppose in the suppose why I'm telling is suppose in the programming in between the program you want to know what is the data type of the particular integer. So it
Mm-hmm.
is a data manipulation, right? Any application where data manipulation or the data analysis. Suppose you want to check whether it is what type of data types, you can use print
Mm-hmm.
type of x. Okay, print
Okay.
type of x means if you run the program, I'll execute the program and show you. Okay, okay.
Okay, okay.
On See, you can able to see, right? Class int is there. First is int. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You got able to see,
Yeah.
right? X is an integer,
Yes. Yes.
and like y is a float. Okay, so why we need to use this is, suppose in the programming you want to know what is or you, suppose suddenly programming always will be dynamic. So don't
Mm-hmm.
certainly if you go for framework, so you need to develop
Mm-hmm.
a dynamic code also. So there will be some need or requirement to develop a dynamic passing the parameter, changing or something. Okay, values will be swapped or
Okay.
something. So suppose you want to
Mm-hmm.
know what is the type of data type, we need to use this statement, print type of x. So x is a type, you see, integer, and y is like a float, and type s is a string, and z is also a string. See, here we are using for single colon, single quotes, as well as double quotes also. So like
Yeah.
here b is like it is a on. So it is a boolean. Okay, got it, right? So last it is a boolean. So anyway, I'll share this document. You can able to reproduce. Okay, by having a
Okay.
separate Python program and execute and see. I'll share this document today. Okay, got it, right? You have any doubts?
Yeah.
So yeah, yes. The
Yeah. I understand, sir.
main objective is, suddenly you want to manipulate or interrupt and see what is the type of the data. We can use this this type of function, print type x, means it will be replying, it will be executing and returning either what based upon the data. Okay, it's a string or integer or boolean or something. Okay, you can go ahead, right? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can move.
Oh, so we are going to like so this is validating data types of variable using print command. Okay, this is the first. This is
Okay.
exercise two. So exercise one is nothing but the, like we are printing what are the keywords. Okay, you suppose you find time reproduce this code and see. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So third one, what we are trying to use is there are since Python is a dynamically typed programming language. There are many features is there, inbuilt features is there. So I will tell some of
Mm-hmm.
the features. Okay, down the line we'll explore some more of the things also. Suppose
Okay.
like we are storing a equal to 100, b equal to 500, c equal to Java. Suppose instead of printing, we need no need to tell individually print a, print b, print c. Okay, in a single line we can tell
Okay.
that print a comma b comma c. Like it will print in a single row itself. I'll show the
Okay.
thing. If you see here, it is printing 100, 500 Java. Okay, and so I'll execute this program and tell you. Okay,
Okay.
and one more thing is, suppose this is one type. Okay, this is why I'm saying this one is, suppose in your programming down the line, if you are developing the code, there will be a requirement in optimizing the code, optimizing, since it will be reducing the number of lines, right? So you
Yeah. Yeah.
understand, right? It will be reducing number of
Yeah.
lines
Yeah.
of the code. So it will be, suppose there will be, suppose you want to optimize the code. So these are the one of the techniques how to optimize code. It can be used anywhere based on the requirement. Okay. Suppose we
Okay.
are
Okay.
going to move to example two. Suppose we are no need to declare one by one a equal to 100, b equal to 500. So we are directly declaring f. For example, these are the variables. Okay, f n
Mm-hmm.
g, directly we are declaring values, storing values 100 comma 300 or so. This is a type of handling the data in an optimized way. This is very very important. So based on your project requirements, based on the situation, you need to analyze and use it. Okay, that you need to take care. Okay, so what will happen? Print. It will be printing in the same line itself. See, 100,
Okay, sir.
300 will come. Okay, this is the way of optimizing the code. Okay,
Okay.
got it, right?
Got it, sir.
Okay. So I will show this one after this third example. Okay. Suppose this is also very important. Suppose swapping. You know what is swapping, right? In Java, we'll be using so Java. We need to write at least 5 to 6 lines for swapping any code. Okay, data swapping
Okay,
the
okay,
data, not swapping the code.
okay,
Swapping the code also, but main objective is swapping the data. So assuming that x equal to 47, y equal to 55, what will do? Print x comma y. It will print 47 comma 55. Okay. Suppose you want to in Python programming, that is simple way of swapping. See, only one line of code. Y comma we need to you need to tell code tell in the code y comma x equal to x comma y. This is a single line. It will swap thing. I'll execute the program and tell you. Okay. Suppose you are printing the here
okay,
also printing, here also printing. See, it is displaying 47 comma 55. After swapping, see, now x is 55, y is 47. Got it, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
I'll execute this program and see. On that.
Mhm.
So this is the third exercise. Okay. So like
Okay,
so these techniques, if you know thoroughly, suppose in the pandas, if we are using, it will be easy for us to optimize the code as well as to have a like a code based on the coding standards based upon the client requirement. Okay.
okay, okay, okay,
I am running this code. Okay. I am running this code. Um, See here for the example one, it is displaying of we are printing a single line. Okay,
okay,
single line we are printing. No need of using print. In a single line itself, we are saying print a comma c. It is displaying 100, 500 Java. Okay. So in the second example, we are assigning in a single line of we are directly assigning these and all only. We need to have some idea when coming to data structures or data handling. Those and all it will be very useful. Okay.
okay,
So
okay,
here it is directly printing say 100 comma welcome. Okay. So
mhm,
in the swapping, it is displaying. See, you are telling x equal to 47, y equal to 55. You are printing. It is printing
mhm,
47 comma 55 in the first. You are swapping
mhm.
here. So the single line itself, it is swapping. So this is very 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 important. It can be
Okay,
used in the data manipulation or data science or anywhere or data any programming or based on your requirements. Suppose you want to
mhm.
swap, some values, you can easily swap. So
Okay,
this is the way how to swap. So instead of printing, you can directly pass these values into any other test script. Okay. So we
okay,
are just for showing an example. I'm printing and see. Normally you won't. Normally 80% they won't print. Maybe they print
okay,
for testing, but not to reuse the code. They'll normally stop and directly use the like X or Y or anywhere. Okay.
mhm,
Got it
mhm.
right? Any
Yeah,
doubts in
okay,
there?
okay. No, sir, no, sir.
Any doubts?
No.
Okay. Uh, for today, the Python programming is been will like stop this. Okay. Since
Mhm.
next tomorrow, I will show in depth like this many amount of features. Okay. Uh,
Okay, okay,
uh, so this document today after this session I will share you. Okay, when you find time, go to PyCharm and create this type of exercise and see, understand what is the data type, what is a variable, so how to handle the data. So why I'm saying is this is very very important for data analysis as well as for data manipulation. We need to understand the core concept, the data type,
okay,
data variable. So we need to understand this. Python is a dynamically typed programming language. This is very very important. Then only it will be, so then only we can differentiate what is the disadvantages. We cannot tell disadvantage Java. What is the some of the drawbacks? Not we cannot
okay.
tell Java is fully there are some advantage, but Python based upon the usage, it is having more advantage. Okay. So
Mhm.
these are type of entry questions. You need to tell what is the specific difference between Python and Java. You need to tell Python is a dynamically typed programming language. This is very important. Okay.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Okay. So yesterday I shared one portal, right? So this is a portal for
open contact.
for
Yeah, yeah.
automation framework. So this is having some of the web pages. Okay, so based on
Okay.
this, I will tell how to give a basic idea. We parallelly what you can do
Mm-hmm.
is start this also. Down the line by
Mm-hmm.
February end or March first, you can complete the while Selenium also will be, parallelly will be handling and like today today I'll describe this project. Okay,
Okay.
you
Okay.
can get an idea how to like that day I told some other frameworks. Okay, components in the
Mm-hmm.
framework. Okay, so based
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that idea, we will come up with this is a lightweight like portal, like e-commerce portal. It won't
Okay. Okay.
for an idea we can use this one. Okay, it is
Okay.
having the code internally. It has been built in some technology. Okay, I'll tell first. I will refresh this components. Okay, so anyway, this and all we already discussed. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this one. These are the main some of the major core components in the test data. So,
Mm-hmm.
suppose suppose this is the application you are going to automate. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to plan for a come up with a framework. Normally, what it will be happening? The normally development team based upon the design they have developed this application. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
got it right.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
So it won't go into production. So you
Mm-hmm.
will be doing system testing, end-to-end testing, performance testing. And that is after that one, regression testing. Okay, regression test. Suppose this will be going in sprint one, sprint two, like that. They see in sprint one they have developed this module. Sprint two this
Mm-hmm.
module. Sprint three this module. Sprint four this module. Sprint five this module. So normally in 1 month all the sprints will be happening, right? So got
Okay.
it right.
Okay.
This is the way agile team will be working. Got it right.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So suppose you are a small project, two-member team is there. In the sprint one,
Okay.
even development team also will be developing the project. Parallelly, you will be suppose you are planning for any spiral model or VV model or any other agile model also. You need to follow the software development life cycle, right?
Okay.
Got it right.
Yeah, got it. Got it.
So so see, for this is the module one, module two, module three, module four, module five means. So sprint one is nothing but the in that they will be delivering this build. Sprint two this
Mm-hmm.
build, sprint three this build, sprint four this build. So what will happen down the line after 1 or 2 months? They five builds will be there, right? So they need to
Okay.
club all the things and need to come up with a single application. Okay, got it
Okay.
right?
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
So see, even this the screen is having one individual screen.
Mm-hmm.
See, it is having multiple screens. Okay,
Okay.
so it is having a laptop. These are one modules. Is there?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is a main module. This is a sub module. Okay,
Okay.
so like that, build one, build two, build three. So we are doing a manual testing. You'll be what you'll do. You need to do manual testing. So how
Mm-hmm.
long? Suppose if it is going for say here we are saying since my account means there will be n number of customers like 1,000 or 1 lakh users will be there. They'll be connecting this portal. This is a type of assuming this type of Flipkart or something. Okay, Amazon or something. Okay,
Okay.
they're
Okay.
selling this laptop or something based upon the product they're showing and they'll be showing the price. So they'll be selling the product based upon the order. So this order can be take the order from the customer. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they'll make the payment through any payment gateway. There are a number of payment gateway like through net banking or through like Paytm or Google Pay or PayPal or something. So make the payment.
Mm-hmm.
Once the payment is received to the this Flipkart or any other big basket or something, the order got placed. Okay, they need to deliver for that one, right? So
Yeah.
this is the way. So you got it right. So this is a
Yeah.
model one. Model this is a suppose build one, build two. So you'll be testing. You will have a separate build for this one. So
Okay.
down the after 4 months, it will be 5 to 4 builds will be there. You got it right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Even development team will have a separate build for development environment. testing team also what will do. Suppose if you are going for automation, can you just you tell with your ideas. After that, next 3 minutes I will tell how to come up with the approach. You tell about this. How do you plan for this one? How to come up with the framework?
Like for this opencut.com, we need to
Yeah,
decide also some framework. Okay.
yeah, you tell your whatever you think is correct. You tell. I
So
will
since
write
it is,
about
yeah, yeah. So since we are handling in the, so this web portal we are handling in the web application only. So surely like we can move with the BDD framework. It would be better, I feel.
okay,
Be-
that is okay.
okay.
You tell apart from that we discussed right here. These are the components. You need to understand these
Okay.
components. You tell how do you come up with this one. You tell. I will also in depth. I will tell.
So initially we can start with that the first we need the business requirement document so that we can go through what are the requirements need for the client, we can understand based on the documents. So for that we need to prepare some documents like in the open cut
This
website
business.
and each, yeah, this is
Normally, the business requirement documents,
mm,
testing team will not prepare. Only prepared by the
yeah, PO,
business
yeah, product
analyst.
owner.
Business analyst, client will provide. We are using the document, and the development team will design this application. First, they will design in the development environment. Okay, got it. Okay, you continue.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, what I want to try to say means, so actually, if I'm going to choose for BDD framework, as per my understanding, I'm saying, if I'm going to choose for a BDD framework means, the testing team, developer team, and PO team, both all together need to discuss about in that client application what are all the features need to come, and in each model what are the things need to come. Those things we need to discuss, and we need to create some features for each thing. We need to create some future files. So based on that, initially we can start with the manual testing for the each model. For example, if I'm taking for the sprint one, if I'm going to start means I'm going to concentrate for the desktop. That is for the sprint one,
Hmm.
as you said.
Okay.
Like so for the
Okay.
desktop, I need to think
Yes. Hello.
desktop. So I need to think about the main
Better.
model and sub model. Yeah, if it is
Hmm.
main model and sub model means I need to create a manual test case. So if I'm
Okay.
going to implement these things means like how it need to be in UI, how it need to become, and what are the things like what are the aspects we need to think we need to create a first manual test case for that. So
Okay.
like we need to prepare for a test case. A test case preparation is the first process, and for that we need to give the estimation. Okay, so how long it will
Okay.
take and how resources needed. For that, we need to do some our manual calculation and we need to submit these things to the team. And after that, we can start with that. Initially, start with the manual part, so we can proceed for that. So after some time, if each model for sprint 2, sprint 3 has been completed, means so we can come up with some knowledge like what are the things repeatedly we are doing. So for that, we
Hmm.
can think about the automation scope.
Can you tell one of the thing what repeatedly you will test?
Uh, like I just need to navigate that website. So just a second, I'm just opening. So initially it was asking that opencard demo.opencard.com. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Uh, like instead of like automation also like in order to open this website in by in automation side means I need to think about like by creating the like in each model I need to create some futures file, right? So based on that each future file I will create for the step definition like how these things like the manual things what we are discussing
That
in
is
this
okay.
web
We are
portal
telling.
how it is
We are telling.
how it need to
We are telling. One minute. Let me come. You're telling give when then, and okay, this is the feature
Uh,
file basically. So that we create a feature
okay.
file, that is okay. BDD is okay, and we have created a feature file. So it is giving scripts. Okay, we are using that one in the Python programming to create the test script. Okay, that is okay. So
Mhm.
no,
Mhm.
that is okay. What are things like you tell even if it is wrong, also not a problem. I will correct you.
Okay.
What
Okay.
are the thing so I told earlier, right? So whichever
So yeah.
repeatedly
Hmm.
tell me.
Yeah, before proceeding to the automation, we need like a test data and all, right? Yeah. Though in this web
Hmm.
portal, what are the data we need to display, we need to think about. So we need to think about the database. So from where the data need to become, from which server it need to become, those things
Hmm.
we need some idea. We need to prepare for the data things, like database things,
Okay.
and yeah, we need to relate each and everything from where is the input source. So if the input has been received, so in which environment we need to test these things. So we need to create that structure, that structure we need to frame that. I,
Okay. So
yeah.
I'll continue from here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
See,
Okay.
normally, if you want to note down, or else it is getting recorded. Okay. See,
Okay.
normally this I will tell you from the perspective of automation, manual testing, as well as entire components in the based upon the framework. Okay. See, normally we are opening this application from the I am opening from the Google Chrome. Okay, got it right? Yes. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, it's audible, sir.
Yeah, I am opening from the Google Chrome. There are many browsers like Safari, Firefox, Edge is there. So in the like automation, what you'll do, if you're planning for Selenium as automation, so we need to plan for what are the drivers involved. Okay, as I told you earlier, what are drivers. So we need to plan for Chrome driver, Safari driver. That is one end. I told it will have 10 fingers. So one of the finger is what are the browsers. So since some person will use Chrome browser, some person will be using Safari, some will be using Firefox, some will be using Edge. So see here, see if you see the application, it is if I am highlighting right, you will able to see
Yeah,
references
yeah,
Mac,
Mac and all.
Windows. So what is a Mac?
Mhm.
Mac means iOS. Okay,
Apple. Yeah, yeah.
Apple. So it can be like this can be this application can be executed from the and access from the mobile also. Got it right? So in
Mhm.
that perspective, only you need to think. So whether it is used in
Okay.
this is one of the perspective. These are one of the area. There'll
Okay.
be thousand criteria will be there. This is one of the criteria. See,
Mhm.
based on that only you need to understand that here where it is telling Mac Windows. So
Mhm.
it is we need to understand. So it will be opening from the Windows. Windows means what are drivers, Chrome, Safari, these and all. So here they're specifically
Mhm.
telling Mac also. So that also you need to consider. So it can be opened in the from mobile also. You need to consider that also. So this is one of the criteria.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
So these web pages, what are the web elements? I told. See, this is button. So this is like grid. This is all type of button. So this is a list of values. Okay, got it
Mhm.
right. These and all data.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
and all these
Okay.
and all data. So for data setup,
Okay.
I told test data right. So here one
Yeah.
important I told the test data. Okay,
Yeah,
test
yeah.
data I told
Okay.
right. So here these are
Yeah.
all test data. So this data will not be constant. Okay, today since
Hmm.
normally commerce like e-commerce weekend sales will be different. Weekly sales will be different. So they may give offer for this one. See, they are telling price right. So here
Yeah, yeah.
weekend
Yeah.
they will sell they'll discount some give for some offer. Okay, you need to
Uh-huh.
calculate. We need to set up data for that also. So if
Okay.
any for that also we need to prepare a script. So we need
Uh-huh.
to define the test script. So how to handle this test data. So weekend it can be some, so if there are five records, it can be reduced to, it can be increased to 12 record also. It can be reduced to weekday 10 records also. For example, I'm
Okay.
saying. Okay, got it right.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Suppose you want to dynamically change these and all means, then what do you think? Today I told in Python data structures, right? You understand, right? Data
Hmm.
structures.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So need to have an array or something, or data handling. So
Hmm.
these and all coming from the array. Got it right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you need to use. So you need to write in the like a test script. You need to use some array. These data will be stored from the database. Okay. It can be
Yeah,
static.
yeah, yeah.
If it is static, that is fine. You know what is the difference between static and dynamic, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Static and stable dynamics continuously changing. Yeah.
Static normally where those data will be coming.
Uh, like it's a fixed one, it will not change. It will be the same thing.
My question
Dynamic
is,
means uh,
static data will come from front end application or from back end database.
from backend.
No, no, no. See, normally they won't handle the static data from the backend. Okay, why I'm saying is, so it is like optimization of code is right. Since if you
Uh,
if you pass the data from a, for simple things from front end to back end, it is very time consuming. So what will do
mhm.
is in the JavaScript or something or web development they do. The normally
Mhm.
the front end application like they're doing it, they have a static data list of values. Okay, suppose if it is
Okay.
static, they will be handling this. So this is the area we need to concentrate for. This is only we are going to do the analysis. I'm just doing analysis and telling. So these and all they will be handling from the front end. Since these are fixed, not it is stored in the database, right? This is a way of is one time consuming. That is one thing. Manipulation is something different. So we can reduce the time, right? So or technical architect will do. They will be identifying which data where need to be stored. That will be designed in the design and application. So okay, got it right.
So who will do that, sir?
This will a technical architect or a design architect will do.
Oh, oh, oh.
Design design head design architect will do. Design architect. Since
Okay.
we should not handle these data from the back, when we need to go for backend means, so it is dynamically changing or something, it is populating from the database, then we need to identify it need to come populate from the database, while
Okay.
this front end will interact with back end, and after processing, these are one instance, right? One instance,
Mhm.
what is instance, right?
Yeah, yeah. Immediately.
Instance, if you don't know instance, I'll tell, not a problem.
Uh, yes,
Yes.
sir. So instance means like immediately it will take new contest.
No, as I told, client server, so really earlier, some 1 month before, I told client server architecture. What you do,
Yeah, yeah.
I am a client, okay. So I
Uh,
am just hitting this URL. What will do, this is a client. So what will do, it will
okay.
create it will send a request, and the response what will do, it will come back to the client. So this is one instant, one thread is created. In Java, we thread multiple.
Yeah, yeah.
Thread centers is going right. So these are one
Yes.
sessions will be happening. So this is one
Okay.
session. We call this as an instance.
Okay.
We see, then only whichever user is been logging, his data will be captured in the logs data. Then only data analytics team will know how many person
Mhm.
visited this website. So these
Mhm.
are very important. So that instance
Okay.
only is making the idea for data analytics. Okay, how many
Okay.
person
Okay.
for particular time they logged in.
Uh-huh.
So this is a way of marketing the business. Their normally business team will be doing how to promote the
Okay.
website and how many person visited the website. So based
Uh-huh.
on the instance, instance how will be created from the client. Client will send a request to a server. From the
Mm-hmm.
server, the response will be coming. So that is one is the instance. So we are threading,
Mm-hmm.
multi-threading and all, right? Multi-threading Java, what is
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
multi-threading?
yeah.
So this
Yes.
not on this is the instance, okay. So the what will happen? This instance is running. So this will create some space from the server. So we are ordering the goods means we are selecting this one, okay. I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to the cart, okay. If I go to the cart, see this is a cart, okay. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to add to the cart. So this instance, what will happen? It will store some record in the local memory. Once it has been ordered,
Mm-hmm.
confirm, it will be populating into the server. The data will be coming into the rooms. This is the way of managing the application. Okay, got it, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
only
Okay.
that big basket is very big application that will have nearly
Okay.
many APIs, 1,000 APIs, or many things, logistics, supply chain management, inventory. It is very
Mm-hmm.
huge. So only I took this
Mm-hmm.
application. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
understand. You can understand what is instance, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
From the client, some request is going that it is going to
Mm-hmm.
server. From the server, response is been taken care, it is again coming to the client. So instant is up.
Mm-hmm.
So if server is down, the instance will also go down. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So we are so here we are, these are the data. We need to identify what are the static data, what are the dynamic
Okay.
data. We need
Okay.
to check from the design document, or else check with
Okay.
the business analyst. So we need
Okay.
to manage the static data. You can go ahead, right? Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
we need to say these are the ways of understanding. So what is the static
Mm-hmm.
data? What is the dynamic data?
Mm-hmm.
So then, if it is dynamic data, we need to have some data structure. Since some data in next refresh it will change from database. It will be some say here now. So consider the dynamic data. Some there are 10 records. Next
Mm-hmm.
maybe weekend they'll change or
Okay.
increase the
Yeah.
data. This is one example.
Okay.
I can see here. See, showing it is showing some 10 records. They
Mm-hmm.
may dynamically tell two. Suppose how will they show the 200 number of products is increased means they'll show it is 200. Based on that, since it is limited, they're showing only at 100. Okay, got it. This is the way of understanding the business. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
So these are the web elements.
Yeah.
So
Got it. Got it.
these are web elements. So these are list of values. This is one image. So this is a text. So this is on cart. So we need to automate. So how do you automate then? So we need to first, I told, right. First need to know what are the browsers. You need to take care what are the
Mm-hmm.
browsers involved, whether it is Safari, Firefox, or Chrome or anything. So we need to install the drivers in the Selenium using the Selenium. So really Selenium is having three components: Selenium WebDriver, as well as Grid and IDE. These are the major
Mm-hmm.
three things available. Okay, from the WebDriver, you need to download all the drivers and to store the particular location. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Normally, after integration only, during the automation testing only, we are doing that. We already done that in that one logo assessment. We have captured, right, in that using the that day we captured the whether logo present is there or not.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
day we also
Yes.
told we are done. Huh? So
Assessment
this
work.
is
Yeah. By
also,
doing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is a text item. This is we are going to search. Suppose what you need to do, search. Suppose I am searching a laptop means okay, I am just entering. Okay, if it is if it is having, I don't know, they are not manage this one. Okay, suppose if it is search means it will also take the data from the database. That also need to go by element. Okay, this is one web element. This is
Okay.
one web element. You need to identify what are the these are the modules. So these are the menus. We can tell the module or
Mm-hmm.
menu. Based on
Mm-hmm.
sprint, that is other side. So other side is
Mm-hmm.
we are understanding what are the text this and all. So we are we are writing the test script. So So the test data, see these menus and all, this is also data.
Mhm.
Suppose they are removing this laptop means, so this also get removed, right?
Okay, okay.
Suppose
So,
they are not selling this laptop, this is out of stock.
okay,
What will happen if
okay.
it is out of stock? So they need to remove the data, right? So in
Yeah.
the, so like what will do in the automation testing? Can you tell? Can you tell how the test script will come?
Basically, centrally, like whatever the requirement they need, whatever the changes that need to be delete for the delete program means
Not
that's why the
delete.
overall framework will. Uh,
See, as I told, right, these are all coming from the database. Okay, these are all coming
okay,
from the database. If they deleted
okay,
this one, inventory one channel is out of stock. Okay, one is there is no product. There is no, the product is outdated. So from the database, we need to check in the test data. I told, right, here these are all will be
uh,
coming from the test data. You need to take an
okay,
inventory and see whether how much amount of data. So this is a front end screen. So we need to analyze. So whether we need to display or not. Suppose without
okay.
having the product in the store, how we can display? Okay, somebody
Yeah.
order, what will happen? We cannot they cannot place the order, right? If it is
Yes, yes,
inventory is there, only you can place the order, right?
yes, yes, yes.
So this is the business. So only I'm telling. Apart from the programming, you need to understand the business. So it is very very
Oh,
important
uh-huh,
how the business flow is happening. So then
uh-huh.
only it will be easy for automating the application. So this is one
Okay,
product.
okay.
So tomorrow, in the why do you go for automation testing means we cannot manually always suppose each every build is going on. If it is going to production for this week,
Mm-hmm,
okay, understand this product is there, it is sold
mm-hmm,
out, but there is no stock.
mm-hmm.
Next tomorrow, whether you will show this product into the web application or what, will show or not?
Yeah, yeah. We need to show, but just we can mention a message out of stock.
You cannot manually test, right? So what you'll do in the automation, you need to write the test script saying that whether the inventory is there. Inventory is
Okay,
there, so we should not. So order is out of stock. We should disable this product. We can show,
yeah, yeah,
but we should not
yeah,
place an order. So
yeah.
what
Customer
we'll
not
do,
unable to place the order. Yeah, we should
customer
block
should
that.
be restricted from placing the order. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we need to disable this making adding to cart. Okay, we should not tell.
Okay,
We need to tell out of
uh,
stock. Okay, this is the way
okay,
of business. Okay,
okay, okay,
so
okay,
this should be disabled even though it is been based upon the client return. They will show this product and they will tell this out of stock. But here I am a end user. Okay, my account is there. I am a end user. I registered, so I should not able to place the order. It will be a big problem if I place the order without the stock. Okay,
mm-hmm,
then if I make
mm-hmm.
payment, it will be a problem, right?
Okay, okay, okay,
So this is a way of understanding the business. Okay.
okay, okay.
So this is a text web elements. So if I right click and see view page source, so like that we can take that some of the things like href is
Hmm.
the link. We have some idea what is a button text what is the, so some idea they won't simply give the code. Some they will be restricted. Suppose what is the image, what is the see they are told euro see this is a currency. So here
Mm-hmm.
these are all you need to capture in the automation testing whether, whether so if it is in they are telling in different, see, US dollar, pound and so normally if it we cannot always mean that all the persons will be using only the Chrome browser. It is across
Okay,
the world.
okay.
Okay, so we need to have an so really we need to understand this source. Then only we will get some idea also. That is one way. We can also
Mm-hmm.
get from the other way also. See, We are
Mhm.
telling Internet Explorer Edge is there, like that. Mm. It will have some. It will give some idea. Throw some idea.
Mhm.
Okay. You got it right. Now we tell how we can proceed. Then I have given some idea.
Uh, yeah, in order to create the website, like we need the test data. So we need to decide like what are the test data need to become, from where it need to become, which one is static, which one is dynamic. So we need to decide first of all.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Then.
So and then based on that, but there was one clarification, sir. Sir,
Hmm.
if it is manual testing part is completed, means these things and all will need to be visible by using the UI team, right? UI team will design this page, how this page need to be displayed for the customers and all. So developer team start they're developing the codes. So after that, the UI team will start designing this website for the Outlook, right?
No, no, no. See, normally,
Uh,
no, you are telling UA means user interface or user acceptance.
uh, like the UI designer,
Ah, UA, so
like.
UA is a front end developer. What he is going to do? Normally, I will tell, say, so this
Uh,
is the web portal. Okay, this is the like what it is the main objective? They are selling the goods through online. Okay, that is one
mhm, mhm.
requirement. Okay.
Okay.
Normally, what
Okay.
design normally what the requirements business analyst will do, they will tell we need a web application, so that is need to be
Mhm.
developed in this technology like Java or .NET. They'll tell in a high level.
Okay.
Then they'll tell these are the data we need to handle. So they'll tell this data need to be handled in a secured way of. So they will find
Okay.
for what is the type of server, what
Mm.
type of application server, what type of database server. So what is the database? Whether it is open source database or license. Since they want a secured means they go for they want the that and all. Client will be deciding. So since Flipkart, they will have the cloud database also, cloud
Okay.
database. So
Mhm.
cloud server also they will be hiring. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, and business analyst will tell this type of again what the technical architect will do. He will identify how to develop this application, which is technology. So they'll tell
Mhm.
the get the requirements from the team. Okay. After
Mhm.
getting the
Mhm.
requirements from the team, they will be doing the like web design. So
Mhm.
as I told in they'll choose any spiral model. Spiral model, what they'll do, the high level they'll prepare some modules. Okay, like this.
Okay.
If there are 10 modules, they'll be
Mhm.
preparing core any major module. They'll prepare this model and they will do from from requirement, design,
Mhm.
coding, testing, analyze, support, and maintain. They will be deploying within 1 week to any server. They will be
Mhm.
doing some testing. Okay, after that they are confident. What they'll do, they'll have some idea, right? They go for designing next modules. Okay, so that is the sprint one. So spiral, for example, agile they'll develop one module. They'll test. So it can be BDD framework or TDD, test driven framework. They will test and deploy, test and deploy. Like that, that is the approach. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
So assuming that there are three many models, so each and every one on sprint will be there. See,
Mhm.
normally in development team they also develop the build. They have a separate development environment. Testing
Mhm.
team they have a separate environment for manual testing or system testing.
Mhm.
Production only they will be having the centralized thing. All the no, they will not deploy the code from the development. They will be tested after the tested code, after it got an approval from the release manager, after the sign off only they will be deploying the code into the production environment. That will be production. What is the production environment? It will be having application server, web server, database server, middleware. All the things will be there. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So don't confuse user interface. User interface is something they are a development or like look and feel. They are a front end developer team. Okay, what they will do? They will develop only. They are not the final authority to deploy. After approval only they will be deploying. After that they will be after sign off only they will be planning for roadmap into production. Okay, roadmap
So
for rollout.
sir, from which stage their work will get started, sir? Like before
Uh,
receiving the bill from the developer or tester, they will start like from where which
which team?
I'm asking for the
Which team?
UA team, the UA
No,
team, the
UA
front end developer
team.
team.
That only.
In which stage? Ah, yeah.
The requirements is been given. Requirements is nothing but they have told this many modules is going to come. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
so requirements. Desktop is a module. The
Okay.
business analyst will tell. Laptop
Okay.
notebook is a module,
Ah,
and components is a module. So even
okay.
not only business analyst, even the design team they
Mm-hmm.
will sit together and define which
Okay.
technology you are choosing, right? So they will be
Okay.
telling. So like sprint one, this model will be they are developing. So what
Okay.
will happen? Sprint one development will be developing. They will be deploying in the local environment, development environment. After that they
Okay.
do unit testing. They will be giving in the like they will be telling the testing team to do the testing, end-to-end testing. So
Okay.
development team they will be developing. Suppose the testing
Mm-hmm.
team what will do the manual testing. So they suppose they are going into desktop means there are no products on machine. So like they are developing. So they will be testing individually whether after clicking this one this is coming from a database or not.
Okay.
They'll be end-to-end testing. They'll be checking whether manually. They'll
Mm-hmm.
be making this inventory into out of stock. They'll be
Mm-hmm.
checking. You told user interface, right? Whether user interface after making that stock to out of stock, whether it is displaying out of stock or not. Manually be testing. Manually. You got it right?
Sir, yeah,
Very,
regarding
very.
my question is like regarding this image and all this test content and all, who will give that? Like who will do this work?
This front end developer or the business analyst or user interface, they have a center of excellence. Okay, they'll be knowing. So they'll be
Oh,
getting the image, how the image need to be stored, how to this is a component engine, right? How to look and feel is there. So they have
hmm,
the front end developer like they have the idea of javascript or css or html or something. They
hmm,
only know better how to organize these things. Okay, so
okay.
each and every screen how many we need to display. So this is all
Hmm,
coming from they only decide user interface. They are not the final authority. They only tell how to look and feel in. See, they'll tell one page only three laptop need to be displayed. So this is the
hmm,
price. So these are the things. So they'll tell if I click on this one, it need to tell. See, it is displaying like that.
hmm.
So this and all they'll be telling. They'll be telling. So only the business analyst will tell the requirements that will be converted into design. After design, they will be based on technology. They will be developing this one.
Yeah, yeah, sir. But they are depending upon the developer and testing team, right? Once they come.
Yes, all are closely. They'll be say all give sign off. Since
Okay.
these and all not decided by single body, what the development team they get the inputs or they develop. They based on the user stories, based upon the sprint they're developing. They are not the final authority. Only the end user client is going to approve after seeing. So they'll give what the user interface. They get the input from the client requirements or from the business analyst. Okay. Are you confused or you want to tell again?
Hmm, okay.
Hmm? Yes? No, no. What is your? Did I answer your question or not?
Ah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So once the
User
developer
in.
and testing team got signed off, then only they will start resuming their work.
Yeah, see, development team will separately develop in the development environment.
Okay.
Like testing team, they test in the separate environment. Once the approval sign up is there, they move the code into a GitHub After that, release team will give an approval. Yes, we can move to server, production server. Then only after sign off, only they'll be moving. So this is all chain of like instructions will be happening. The user interface
Uh,
is nothing but that is one team only. Not they are not a
okay.
deciding authority. They
Okay.
know
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
see user interface team, they will be somewhat experienced in JavaScript or CSS or front end thing like CSS or HTML or web. They are web developers. Okay, they are only web developers. They are not the
Okay.
authority.
Okay. Okay.
They have the some knowledge in their area, not in the entire business. They have the
Okay.
idea in
Okay.
their area only.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, in testing point of view, right now for from
Any
this
doubt?
website, where was? Yeah, yeah. I'm just one question, final question. So, in terms of testing team, right? So,
Hmm.
for this website, where is the scope of automation, sir? From where the automation will start?
That only I'm saying. Right? See, 1 minute. So, as I told, this is one. Assuming that sprint one, so say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8
Eight.
modules is there. Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So, just for understanding, I'm saying it can be
Hmm.
so sprint one. So they are developing 1 month. Okay, this
Uh-huh.
see this module. Okay, so this is
Okay.
having, so assuming there are only two developers, so they are developing this application. Okay, they will
Okay.
be getting
Okay.
the requirements. They will get the user
Hmm.
stories. So what is the user story? This is user stories are requirement. They need to tell
Okay.
it should display in particular web page three products. So that is the
Okay.
requirement. Okay, what the
Okay.
user interface will do, they will be taking the image, they will be writing the code. So this internally this code. See, this code is like some of the code like that. They will write many codes. This code are all written by only from the user interface team. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So what is the class? How to style? How to? So this is a front end application. So they make the
Okay.
analysis and they decide. So
Mm-hmm.
so which the develop if the requirement design architect told telling that these need to come from the database. Means the UA team what will do? They'll try to connect with the database and then to pull the data from the database. So these and all they cannot store in the like price and all is not store in the front end static. It should be dynamic,
Okay.
right? So you got it
Dynamic.
right.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Dynamic. This is dynamic. So this
Mm.
can change. They can give discount also. Weekend they'll give
Mm-hmm.
discount. Any season they give offer. So you need to
Okay.
identify what are the static, what is the dynamic, which is going to frequently change. So like
Mm-hmm.
so this we need to do a impact analysis. Certainly I told, right, we need to do a gap analysis or impact analysis, then only simply it's not go for automation.
Okay. Okay.
We need to understand. So a particular page manual testing what will do, initially one time we'll check from database whether price is getting correctly displayed from the in the database. It is if in the database price is $200, in the front end it is displaying 132, whether it is correct or wrong.
Okay.
No, it is wrong only, right?
Yeah. 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 Wrong only, sir.
So that manual testing, they will be telling data is not populated from the database. So how to suppose see for one release you have manually tested. For next you
Okay.
think about multiple releases. So these and all we need
Uh-huh.
to automate, right? So we are planning for a test data. So here see
Okay.
we are planning for a test data. How to store this
Mm-hmm.
data? So how
Mm-hmm.
to store in the database? The data you need to write a script, test script. The test script should pull the data from the database. Even for automation
Okay.
testing, also you need to pull the data from the. You need to read the suppose Python program. You need to read the like flat file. You need to suppose if it is a flat file, you need to read, or else it is in Excel. We can read all from database. Also, you can read based on the
Mm-hmm.
conditions only. Okay, you
Okay.
need to read
Okay.
from that database and need to put it into the front end. That
Uh-huh.
say if they are giving offer, we cannot
Uh-huh.
test manually, right? We don't know what is the data dynamically changing. You need to write a script automatically. See, so only here, here we are storing the data in the Excel. Okay. For
Okay.
example, I'm saying we can be stored in database as well as in Excel also. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
we are maintaining the Excel or Word or something. For example, what we are this is the unit test framework. We are designing the
Mm-hmm.
using PyTest. So this is the design pattern we are understand. Each and every sprint,
Mm-hmm.
we need to come up with a design pattern. Okay, how the
Okay.
which web application. So how we are going to capture the web elements. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
web elements how need to be captured. What are the drivers, this, that, and all we need to capture. So
Okay.
we have done the design pattern here. So we are
Mm-hmm.
writing the test script. So we are writing the
Okay.
test script whether the data whether it's static or dynamic. So like we are writing test script. This is, I am telling a sample. Okay. So we are in the
Okay.
unit test framework either JUnit or TestNG or PyTest. If you are using PyTest,
Mm-hmm.
we are writing a method. We are writing one method.
Okay.
See here. So here there are two methods. Assuming this method is going to return one value of the suppose this method what will do manually it will interact with the, for example it will interact with the database as well it will return the that product cost. Okay, this one this
Okay.
one. Okay, this one. So we are writing one
Uh-huh.
method to return this product cost. So here we are
Uh-huh.
writing this method. So like that we need to write n number of methods. Okay, so this is a
Mm.
Python program. So here what you do, you are writing the unit test framework, written the PyTest. So we are so see what is a PAM page object model. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
here this is one web page. Right? This is one web page. So this is one module. One module under one module there are two to three web pages means each and every web page will have one page object model. One
Mm-hmm.
one control will. So in the palm dot each and every page the web elements will be captured in the palm.xml. No, we need to trigger from the palm.xml page object model. Each and every web page will have a page object model. Okay, that one then only you can go for automation.
Okay.
So each and every page will have some one web elements that is need to write the test script. So that is the automation we need to write. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
you try to explore. It will be taking another 20 days to understand this one. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So so there are so each and every model now nearly 10 100 web pages means so we need to see control from the palm.xml. So this is
Okay.
we need to create a build, right? So we are using maven to create a build. So that build
Okay.
we are going to deploy in the environment, automation
Mm-hmm.
testing environment. So that
Mm-hmm.
build will trigger the exe. So it will be automatically the Selenium will capture all the things manually, not manually,
Mm-hmm.
automatically. It will be either
Mm-hmm.
tell suppose it's a cost which is not matching his database, man. It will the test case will be failed. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Suppose weekend we are making an offer, but data is not matching, it will get failed, right? Suppose stock is
Yeah. Yeah.
not there, but we are able to place the product for make to order, so that case also
Okay.
failed, right? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyway, today we'll stop this session. Okay. So you
Okay,
go
sir.
through this one. You go through this one as well as you understand this one. Then we'll come up with the this next session. Maybe probably tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have by 9:45. Okay, 9:45 is going night Sunday night 9:45
Okay.
to 12 or something. We'll have. You please
Okay.
join by 9:45 exactly. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Tomorrow I will continue since you just go through this one. See, you need to understand. Then only you will have some idea. First,
Okay, sir.
see,
Okay.
first you know what are roles and responsibility of a development team, testing team,
Mm-hmm.
automation, and manual testing. Then only you will have
Mm-hmm.
some holistic approach. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Tomorrow I will come up with more amount of Python. Like we today I discussed some of the programs. Okay. I will tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
also I will come up with the Python program as well as we will continue this one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Okay.
You meanwhile go through this application, understand, come up
Mhm.
with your doubts. Huh?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Today we'll close this. Any other doubts?
Okay. Okay, sir. I'm okay. I have some doubts. I will continue tomorrow. No issues.
Okay, tomorrow we can join by 9:45. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.